This simple Amazon FBA product made me a grand total of. In this video, I want to give you an honest, no BS results of starting a white label FBA Amazon product that we sold with no prior experience. This is realistic results that you can expect if you want to do an Amazon FBA yourself for the first time. And some key lessons to help you save a lot of money and time that honestly I wish someone would have told me about. Don't worry, I'm not going to try to sell you some course or have you sign up for some newsletter. I just want to give you an honest review of my experience. So let's get started. I bought hundreds of these little lights from AliExpress with a white label on it to sell on Amazon. We're going to see how I got started with the product, the financial breakdown with the profits, what key lessons I learned, and my overall thoughts about doing Amazon FBA. So what even is Amazon FBA? FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. Basically, you send your products to Amazon, and when someone buys it, Amazon then ships the individual product to the customer. So you don't have to worry about storing or shipping out any of the products. People on YouTube for years have been claiming how great of a side hustle this is and how you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in doing it. So that's exactly what we're gonna test in this video. After weeks of researching what product to go with, I ended up going with this LED light right here. You can easily clip it on to your hat like so. And then once you turn it on, you have an LED light no matter where you wanna go, and you could angle it down for a better angle. I thought it was a great product and I wanted to move forward with it. I ended up calling it Light Up LED to put a private label on it to make it sound a lot more legit. I reached out to every seller that sold this product on AliExpress and Alibaba. After several messages going back and forth, I ended up buying 100 lights for my first order from one of the sellers. After the orders started coming in, then I bought even more of these LED units. Once I had my product picked out, I then started my Amazon listing page. I took a lot of the descriptions and pictures from other AliExpress sellers and made it look a lot cleaner and simpler, and also made sure there was no misspellings. I also took some pictures of the product of me actually using it for the Amazon listing page. Yes, I admit I do look goofy in the listing, but it really did help to show the product and how it works. After I received my product in hand and created my listing, I was ready to start making some of that sweet money. Right away, I paid for advertising on Amazon to help get my listing appear early on in the Amazon searches. My mindset was if I could pay to advertise and receive 10 plus reviews on Amazon, then I could stop paying for advertising because I would pop up on the first page of searches organically. Now let's head over to Computer to see a deep dive into the finances to see how much of that sweet money I made with the full breakdown of the sales and expenses. All right, now we're over to the computer and we're gonna do a deep dive into all of our expenses and revenue and really be 100% transparent with you guys so you can look over all the numbers if you think about doing this for yourself. So the first order we did, it was kind of like a trial run. We ended up buying 100 of the LED lights. So you can see the color breakdown right here. But per item, it was about $2.20 per LED light. In total, that gave us $220, but that wasn't all of our expenses. We also wanted to put our logo on the front of the LED light, so that was about $100 to do so. And then we had the shipping to the US and PayPal fees. So in total, it ended up costing us $383 for the first 100 LED lights, which comes out to be about $3.83 per light. After that, we were starting to get some initial sales coming in, things were looking great, so we decided to double up the order and now do 200 of the LED lights. Since we're doing more and worked with the seller previously, we ended up getting a slight discount, so now we're getting them at about $2.10 per LED light. So in total, that costed us $420 for the 200 of them. We also had the other expenses, such as the silk printing of the logo on the light, the shipping fees and PayPal fees. So in total, we ended up spending about $638 for the second batch of 200, which came out to be about $3.19 per an actual LED light. So now the exciting part of the finances, we're gonna deep dive into sales, our total expenses and total profitability. So you see here that we actually only ended up selling about 46 units at $11.49 per pop. That generated us a total sales of $528. But you can't forget about our cost of the goods to actually purchase the light. So if you subtract that out, we ended up losing $493 in gross profit, and that doesn't even account for all of our other total expenses. such as advertising, we pay $272. Another big fee you're gonna have an expense is gonna be the Amazon FBA fee. So the actual cost of Amazon to store your product in their warehouses and then take it and individually ship it to the end customer. So in this example, it takes into account how big the item is, the weight, and what you sell it at. And it ended up being almost $5 per item from Amazon. So a very large part of the revenue went straight to Amazon. In total, we ended up paying $229 in Amazon FBA fees. We did have 2 returns, which ended up costing us about $7. And lastly, you had the monthly fee in order to be an Amazon seller, which comes in about $39, $40. We did do it for 3 months, so that ended up costing us about $120. So our total expenses, not including the cost of the light, was $629. And then if we take that and subtract it from our actual gross profit, that means we lost a grand total of $1,122 with this experiment. But we also have some other stats right here. In total, we ended up buying 300 of the lights. We ended up selling 46 of them, so we still do have 254 units left. Our average price, if you calculate the 2 orders, came in about $3.41. And something else I thought was really interesting, we did pay $272 for advertising like we talked about, but the sales that it generated was $331. So I know I tossed a lot of the numbers at you guys, but not all of it was gloom. We're gonna have a lot of lessons that we learned that we'll love to share with you guys so you don't face the same kind of issues that I faced and help you be a lot more profitable right away. So after spending 6+ months and hundreds of hours researching, communicating with suppliers, and improving my actual listing page, what did I learn and what would I have done differently if I was gonna do this all over again today? To start, I would have picked a product that was $25 or more. The Amazon FBA fees took up a large percentage of my profit, with only selling a product that was for $11.49. The fees represented about a 43% of my product price. Secondly, I would have picked a product with less competition. One of the trickiest parts about finding a winning product has to be that the product has to be in demand, but also has to have very little competition in order for it to work out for you. The product won't work out well financially if you only have one out of the 2. The third lesson has to do with getting initial sales. Most likely, once you list your item on Amazon, you're not gonna get sales right away. So there's 2 main ways you could get sales starting off with your listing. The first one is gonna be to pay for advertising on Amazon and then ask those customers for reviews. This is what I personally did, and I thought it worked out pretty well. The second way is you could pay for services that will get in contact with customers, and you could give away your item for free in order to get a review. The fourth lesson, and probably the biggest lesson that I learned, is probably worth its weight in gold, has to be to stand out from your competition, which basically means how do you separate yourself from your competitors' listings to make your product seem like the more superior product that customers want to buy. At first, I was making good gross profit when I was listing my item for $11.99. But when my main competitor listed their item for less than mine at $8.50, I had to drop my item in price in order to be able to compete with them. So I ended up dropping my LED light price to $7.49. This was the last straw I had with me trying to sell this product, and I was just priced out from selling it. My main competitor's product listing was superior to mine solely because it had 300+ more reviews than what my listing did, which only had about 10 reviews or so. Instead of competing on price, I should have offered more to my listings to increase the perceived value. For example, maybe I could have offered a little carrying case or a head strap to go with this LED light. There's little things you can add to your listing that are really cheap money-wise, but add a lot of value to what people think your item is worth. This is the biggest lesson that I learned with Amazon FBA and how to be successful. In the end, I had to take down my listing because I could not compete with other sellers selling this headlamp for only $7.49 and was actually losing money on each sale at that unit price. Just because I didn't make a profit, don't let that discourage you from trying it out for yourself. There's obviously people making tons of money with Amazon FBA, and I learned a lot with this experiment and have been using this knowledge that I gained on other side hustles of mine. I truly believe that if you stick with Amazon FBA, you can eventually make money, but it's probably gonna take you several products and or stores until it starts clicking and becomes profitable. Based on my experience, I don't think you need to buy some course on Amazon FBA and can learn all that you need through YouTube videos to get started. Then actually diving into trying to list and sell a product yourself will teach you way more than any course will. Tell me down below in the comments what side hustle I should review next. If you guys enjoyed this video, then you're definitely going to want to watch this video that has been recommended by YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next one, and this is Kevin, your financial tutor, signing off. Peace.